Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Taurus. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups. Your person's also showing up as the Ace of Wands. All right, get ready for a steamy connection. They're viewing you as the Seven of Swords, and the connection, the World card. So I think it's the start of something brand new here, really exciting. And we see the Ten of Swords. So this is someone who's definitely been through some sort of personal loss or divorce or separation, but some sort of trauma is what it feels like. But I also feel like they've healed and they've cleared that. Their heart chakra is open. Their heart chakra is open and ready for you, Taurus. It definitely feels like it's someone completely brand new. They have a lot of love to give. With Temperance energy in reverse, Sagittarius, okay? This person may tell you that they are still healing from whatever this is, but it kind of feels like they're ready. They're ready to get back out there. They're ready for something new. Things may move kind of quickly here. I'm not going to lie. This person may be somebody who moves very quickly. And we see the Four of Swords. All right, yeah. So, but it's interesting. I feel like the Four of Swords and Temperance energy in reverse is like they're actively healing something. I think they're going to be very open with you about that. Whatever this Ten of Swords is, it could be a personal loss. It could have to do with their finances. It could be, the loss of a loved one. It could be a divorce or a separation. But what I'm getting is, despite this, they're ready. Their heart chakra's open. They're ready to move on from this. And I feel like, my Taurus, you're feeling excited about this, the Page of Wands. You feel like this is a new adventure. Again, I do think this is going to be a very sexy, very steamy connection at the very least. But I kind of feel like you're both like, yeah, let's do this. All right, so let's see. Your person is showing up as, yeah, because you two and the Four of Swords, you two are going to be really relaxed with one another. I just feel like from the moment you meet each other, you're going to feel like home to one another. You're going to feel at ease with each other. They're super approachable. You're going to feel like we've done this before, like you feel like you've known this person. Now, we do see short term. Now, this may be the case for some of my Taurus. This could be a connection that's coming into your life or their life for sexual healing. So we'll see. It doesn't have to be the case, right? And it's going to be different for each and every one of you. There's intensity here. Yeah. So, we do have to, be a little bit careful with Temperance energy in reverse and this short term and this intensity energy, that it can be something that burns really hot and really fast. Okay. But it doesn't have to be the case. It really depends on how you approach this connection. And they could be a Virgo, who are great planners and organizers, although they may overthink and overanalyze. But there's also a great depth to this person's thoughts and emotions. They've got a high intellect, and they're going to be very, very focused on you, Taurus. Now, with the Ace of Wands, again, sexy, passionate. It feels like it comes in really fast. We see they can't forget you. So this is going to be unforgettable. All right, and we see love at first sight. Oh my goodness, yeah. And we see in their 30s. So for some of you, they could be in their 30s. For others of you, this is a super specific message that's only going to be confirmation for some, but won't resonate with all of you. And that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else we need to know here, please? All right, so we have slow start, but give it time. Now, I don't think that's the case. What I'm getting is this is coming in hot, it's coming in fast, but it may feel that way. But they're viewing you as the Seven of Swords, so this may be somebody here who's been crushing on you for a while, but when they finally speak up or they, come into your life, it feels like, whoa, it happened really fast, but it may be kind of a long time coming, if that makes sense. We do see that they have strong earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And we see that this person is creative. or has a creative career, an artist, sports, stylist, fitness, spiritual, marketing, community, event planner. So they could work in that area or in a subset of those areas. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Now, the other thing I'm kind of getting with this short-term energy and this very passionate energy here, Taurus, is this could be somebody that you've had a short-term involvement with. I mean, technically we could say that would be an ex, but it doesn't really feel like it was a relationship. So bear that in mind. For some of you, like you've, maybe hooked up with this person, or you had a really intense flirtation with this person in the past and they're coming back around. I could definitely see that here in the cards, okay? We see that this person has lived in more than one country. They make something valuable with their own hands. So they could be a great cook. They could be great at makeup, at cutting hair, at fixing things, building things, gardening, you name it. And your first kiss will be from within 1 year from now. So this is for those of my Taurus where there hasn't been any sort of physical contact with this person, or, there hasn't been any intimacy between you in that sense. But it doesn't mean it's going to take a year, okay? And we see that they have a noticeable facial feature. So this could be, I'm kind of getting there's something about their lower lip. I don't know if they bite their lower lip or their lips are, I don't know, like pouty or sexy. I'm not sure. I got something there with their lower lip or their lips. But this could be a scar. It could be dimples, a freckle. Freckles, not a freckle, that one lone freckle, a scar, mole, freckles, dimples, they could also have striking ethnic features. And at the bottom of the deck, we do see that they have an unusual hair feature, which to me usually indicates their hair texture is very different from yours, so possibly a different ethnic background. But the Seven of Swords, I kind of feel this person has been a secret admirer of yours for some time. And they may initially kind of see you as avoidant, even though I do think with that Page of Wands, you're excited and you're all in. They definitely see a new beginning in love with you. I'm kind of getting like some of my Taurus, you have I don't know if you flirted with this person and maybe one or both of you weren't single. Because it does feel like they are kind of coming back around to you in some capacity, but for others of you, you may feel like you just feel like you've known this person before. But you two match each other with this Ace of Cups energy, a lot of love to give, very loving, very affectionate. You're both, I think you both see that you're into it. And we see the Six of Cups in reverse, but they might be worried that you're not over something from the past. And again, maybe something that's happened between you and them. Now, I need to be clear because my singles new love readings on the weekends really, truly are meant to be someone brand new. Okay, but I keep getting pulled back into this message that you might have flirted with this person intensely in the past. Some of you might have even hooked up with them before. And you're feeling the Page of Wands, and then you graduate to the Emperor energy, Aries energy. So I do feel like the more this sort of moves forward, the more you're like, yeah, I'm in, I'm all in, let's do this. Okay, they might be a little bit worried that you're avoidant because you're still getting over someone else from the past. But for some of you, they're worried about something that's happened between the two of you already. I just wanted to make that clear. What is it that they really notice about you or they really like about you? Scribe energy. So the way that you write, the way that you communicate, the way that you remember details. Okay, and artist energy. So they see you as very creative, that you can express a dimension of life that's just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So, I mean, I just feel like when you're around this person, they kind of see the world in technicolor here, Taurus, and they see you as the goddess archetype. Again, if you're male or female, this is such a compliment. They see you as the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Yeah, so really, really strong physical attraction, but it does feel deeper than just sex, right? The World card tells me there's potential for a new cycle here with this person. There's, the World is brilliant success. It can also indicate someone coming back around to you in some capacity. This connection heightens your ability to sense alignment and misalignment. So if this is someone you dealt with before, even briefly, or maybe, like I said, you were like coworkers and you just kind of both liked each other, but nothing happened, that type of scenario, You might understand like why timing wasn't right in the past between the two of you. But for others of my Taurus, you're gonna see very clearly like what you like and don't like, or what you want and don't want in a relationship with this person. Now this meeting happens because you listen to a quiet inner prompting. So alignment responds to intuition rather than logic. Yeah, and I do get that. I mean, I kind of feel like this connection responds to intuition more than logic, okay? And we see this connection highlights where balance, clarity, and self-honoring choices are needed. Okay, so again, like I said, there's an intensity here. There's like a real passion to this connection. So you may be looking at, okay, like I could easily lose myself in this connection. How do I not do that? All right. And an invitation to choose. This connection invites conscious participation rather than assumption. So Taurus, what I get is, yeah, you're going to have a big choice here about whether or not this is someone you want to move forward with or not. The passion and the attraction is there for sure. And I mean, I think you two feel really comfortable with each other, which is a huge green flag. But again, it's about looking at, does this really work for you or not long term, or what you're looking for, what they're looking for. Spirit saying there are real feelings here, true romantic feelings that are worth exploring. We see a personal evolution within your relationship here, okay? And love language affirmations, loving words hold great power. So, I do think that there's going to be a lot of love, like a lot of loving words exchanged between the two of you, and they do have great power, but you do want to make sure that they're also, I'm not getting that they're necessarily going to future fake. I mean, with the World card, it tells me there's real potential for something here, but you don't want to get swept up in that, okay? And we see manifesting the one. So very soon your true love will arrive. Okay. Is it this person, or is this person someone who's coming in before that? I don't know. You're going to have to let me know how this is resonating with you, Taurus. All right. Any important dates? We see very soon. We see November. Okay. So Scorpio, Sagittarius energy, and that there have been delays. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm leaving it here, sending you love and light. Take care.